talaga palagi yung sinasabi, aksidente. Hindi ko naman talaga gusto maging teacher. Gusto ko maging architect. I believe na it was God's plan na maging teacher ako. It was a series of mishaps and accidents that eventually led me to become a teacher.
Actually, as an architect and as a professor, hindi mo kailangan mamili between the two. And the question, bakit? Siyempre para may free-flowing yung ideas. As an architect, you gain some of the knowledge. At the same time, you try to share it with the students.
Archi-related, but it's hawak mo yung oras mo to a certain extent. If you're an architect, you want to leave a legacy. When teaching them, kahit pa paano, you leave a legacy. And the parang biggest accomplishment would be having as many graduates na rin yung contribution ko, not just to UST, but also to architecture.
Hindi ko sila ini-inspire. I often believe na talagang si God yung nag-i-inspire. Kasi, pag nagpupunta ako sa klase ko, nagkukwento lang ako tungkol sa kay God. Kasi si God lang talaga yung pwede ko ikwento. Hello, theology. Talk to them about God. Na para ba nagkukwento lang ako ng isang naranasan kong experience. Tapos, some of them find inspiration in that. I just try my best na mapanindigan ko kung tinuturo ko sa kanila.
There's no plan of inspiring. I think that's an SOP na as a professor. You should be able to inspire them, be a good example to them. You try to teach them the basic fundamentals, not only as an architect, but at the same time as a good Tomasian.
Tell them some of the stories and hopefully marirealize nila or realize the students na there's a reason why we have to teach certain subjects or why we have to instruct them in a certain way kasi gagamitin nila. Yung isa natutunan ko sa isang dating boss, learn from the best practices, and yun yung ginagawa ko. What is the best practice and kung ano man yung hindi dapat, syempre, sabihin incorrect.
Wala! Hindi ako nag-prepare talaga, promise. Waxo. Ang ginagawa ko lang, nagbabasa ko manood ng cartoons. Because some of them, I find humor in them that I could actually relate to my students. Tuturo ako sa kanila about God, tapos pinasok yung humor na ganun. They find it relating. And sometimes, kung hindi ganyan, tumatambay ako sa labas, nakikikwentuhan ako. And I find humor in everyday life na pwede ko ipasok sa class ko. Because our God is a God of life, dynamic, hindi namamatay, humor, may saya. So doon ko sila na-prepare.
Pag professor ka na, you don't read, you don't study, but sa akin kasi, before ko ituro, dinadigest ko muna. So I also study, I also do my homework before teaching. Kailangan ko pag-aralan, diba? Sabi nga nila, you cannot give what you don't have. Kung hindi ko alam yung topic, hindi ko siya ma-deliver na mabuti sa classroom.
So, kung yung student nag-aaral, kailangan din namin mag-aral. We have to refresh, review ourselves, and then choose the best setup or ano yung appropriate subject matters, then ipapasok natin sa class. And then, iba-iba rin ang students. So, in the case of RE, first year, 12 sections. Pagdating mo na second year, 8. Pakiramdaman din. I have to make the necessary adjustments.
Dinidebar. Joke. Nasanay ako kung kaya mong kausapin na mahinahon, kausapin mo. Kung kinakailangan takutin mo. Pero hindi naman umaabot ng ganun na nagtatakutan na. Most of the time, because I have certain trainings in guidance counseling. Meron din akong training in psychology. I try to understand them. And I try to make them see the other point of view.
May maingay, so that's the time you step in as a professor. Kasi sometimes sa classroom, you can be as a brother, you can act as like a professor, you can be the parent, okay? So pag may problem, that's the time everybody gets serious, no? You try to be strict on them, you try to discipline them, pero hindi sobrang higpit na masasakal yung mga student.
Yung mga students ko, face to face, pero ang bottom line, naging higpit na ako kung kailangan. And ang lagi ko sinasabi, when it comes to discipline or sa classroom setup or yung maintaining the environment, this is a classroom. There is a room for fun and there is a room for serious stuff. Pag nakakita ko ng mga students na nagkakaroon ng problema, actually, ang una ko doon, I try na individual attention. mas challenging ang lecture kesa sa lab. Pareho sila may challenge. Pero sa lab, pwede mo one-on-one. Sa lecture, hirap. So, walang choice. Kailangan lahat sila magsabay-sabay. Kung hindi, problema tayo.